Instead, we have the opportunity to make a habit of empathy, to recognize ourselves in each other.
It pays to check in with my heart. When I first learned about empathy and its power and how to give empathy, I had two boys in my class that were regularly pulling other kids' hair and throwing things and tripping kids and smiling about it. And so I was worried about their connection or ability to connect to other kids. And so it was in my mind, I wanna use this to open their hearts. But I got it that I wanted to do something for them, to them, all that, but I wasn't really open-hearted to them. So I kept telling myself, I'll wait till I feel open-hearted towards them, because if they don't like what I'm saying, it could make it harder to connect afterwards. So I kept waiting, meanwhile thinking non-compassionate thoughts about myself. I should be able to do this, and I should do this, and they really need it, and that kind of stuff. When a child that I had no judgments of and a lot of appreciation of, and she was suddenly in a puddle of sadness, it just was real easy to go over and give her empathy. And I thought, aha, two things here. I don't want to be giving empathy because I should. And if my heart's not open, I'm probably not going to enjoy what comes of it. But it's great to practice on people that your heart is already open to. It's not something that you have to do to change the world. It's a gift.
You know, I have a couple nephews who, one of them is very aggressive. He's very loving, but he gets very aggressive, and the energy gets so wound up in him that it's like he doesn't know what to do with that energy.
Yep.
And then he just wants to hit or something. And he kind of beats up on my other nephew, and I'm just...
Is this the older one or the younger one?
Actually, he's younger, but the other one's a little bit older, but he would beat up on anybody. You know, he's just so strong and kind of aggressive. And I'm a little concerned about that. I don't know, just as you were telling your stories, you're so insightful. I just thought, hey, maybe I could get some empathy here.
I'll do it. I'll tell you, my take on it is that younger kids, how close in age is he to the other one?
2 years younger, maybe.
Yeah. Lots of times a younger kid really has a sense of, I'll never catch up. And I want to be important to that brother. He may have lots of friends, but he wants to matter to his brother. And I don't know if the older brother is occasionally domineering, but if he doesn't see any way to have a connection other than being physical, I actually remember that from my childhood, that my older brother would be physical to make us do something or something. And I can look back and say, I could have just submitted, but I chose instead to rebel. So I got good at poking with my elbow and stuff because I was standing up for myself.
Mm-hmm. This is more like it's like the energy, he gets all excited, and it's like he doesn't know what to do with his excitement, and the only thing he knows how to do is like hit somebody with it. He doesn't know how to convert it, or maybe even put a vocabulary to it.
Yeah.
And it's actually a nephew that he kind of does it to, who's very mild-mannered and kind of almost meek, you know.
So I would guess that the one who's real physical needs empathy. He needs understanding. He doesn't understand what he's doing. He definitely doesn't understand the effect it's having on concerned adult family members. And he wants to be understood. he really wants it. So sometimes in the moment, you can say, hey, I'm worried. I'm scared somebody's going to get hurt. It looks like you have a lot of energy. Can we go do something else? And when he's calm at a totally different time, then you could process with him. So were you just full of energy and didn't know what to do with it then? Or did you have some feelings about him? You wanted him to know that you had strong feelings about something he'd done? Just open it up. It's often easier not in the moment of intensity, but in the moment of intensity, you can propose something that will create connection that is in line with where the energy's going anyway, which is being big and physical.
That's good. Thanks for that. That's a little
It's
aside.
it's kind of Aikido, you know?
Uh-huh.
This is what he wants to do. I don't want his brother to be the target. I want to help him do what his energy is wanting to do, and I'm just going to swerve with it over that way.
So empathy is a little bit like Aikido. It's almost like a metaphor.
It is.
See the world through other people's eyes. Now, empathy is a quality of character that can change the world.